Beneath the tranquil surface of the ocean lies a world filled with wonder, mystery, and danger. And for Heather Boswell, a routine training exercise turned into a nightmare when she came face to face with one of the ocean's deadliest predators, a shark. In this video, we'll dive into the harrowing tale of Heather Boswell's shark attack and her incredible journey of survival against all odds. Get ready to be hooked by this chilling and inspiring story. Hit the like and subscribe buttons. This is Fierce. White sharks, also known as great white sharks, are some of the most feared and awe-inspiring creatures in the world's oceans. These massive predators can grow up to 20 feet long and weigh over 5,000 pounds. With razor-sharp teeth and incredible speed that make them the apex predator of the seas. But what makes white sharks truly fascinating is their hunting behavior. With a keen sense of smell and electroreception, they can detect their prey from miles away. Once they've honed in on a potential meal, they use their impressive speed and power to launch a surprise attack, often breaching out of the water to grab their victim. Despite their fearsome reputation, many people are drawn to these incredible animals, seeking out opportunities to witness them in their natural habitat. One such person was Heather Boswell, just 19 years old, working in the galley of a research ship that was exploring the depths of the ocean. Heather Boswell was living the dream, spending a 6-month term with the U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration aboard the ship Discoverer. Her job might not have been the most glamorous, but it gave her a chance to be a part of something bigger, to witness the wonders of the sea firsthand. Little did she know that her journey would take a terrifying turn when a great white shark would come crashing into her life, changing it forever. March 23, 1994 was a seemingly ordinary day on the U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration research ship Discoverer, as it cruised through the Pacific Ocean around 300 miles east of Easter Island. But little did the crew know that a terrifying encounter with one of the ocean's most fearsome creatures was about to take place. As 9 members of the crew took a break from their duties to go for a refreshing open ocean swim, 3 of their colleagues monitored them from a rigid inflatable boat, scanning the waters for any signs of danger. Meanwhile, another crew member kept a watchful eye from aboard the ship. The sun beat down on the calm turquoise waters as the crew frolicked in the waves, blissfully unaware of the danger lurking just beneath the surface. Most of the swimmers had been in the water for over an hour, with Heather Boswell having spent about 45 minutes enjoying the cool embrace of the ocean. It was then that disaster struck, in the form of a massive great white shark that suddenly appeared on the scene. At first, the crew thought it was all a joke when someone yelled out, "Shark!" But as the enormity of the situation became apparent, panic set in, and fear spread through the swimmers like wildfire. Meanwhile, on the boat, the monitor heard a second warning cry out across the water. "I'm not kidding, there's a shark." The shark was now closing in on Heather Boswell, who was blissfully unaware of the danger that was lurking just 25 feet away from her. The crew on the boat watched in horror as the great white approached Boswell, ready to strike at any moment. As the crew of the Discoverer scrambled to safety, Boswell found herself in a nightmare beyond her wildest imaginings. She had heard the second call for the shark, and she knew what was about to happen, but nothing could have prepared her for the horror that was about to unfold. The boat crew had picked up several swimmers and had watched in horror as the great white submerged and then resurfaced, grabbing Boswell by the ankle. Desperately, a member of the crew reached out with a stick, hoping to save her from the jaws of the predator, but it was too late. The shark had already clamped down on her leg, pulling her underwater and shaking her with ferocious force. Boswell later recalled that the shark was chewing on her leg, tearing at her flesh with razor-sharp teeth. Despite the pain and terror, Boswell managed to fight her way to the surface, gasping for air as the shark continued to circle her. The boat crew reached out with a broom handle, hoping to pull her to safety, but the shark was not finished yet. In a split second, it struck again, grabbing her left leg and pulling her back underwater. Once again, the predator shook her with all its might, thrashing her back and forth like a rag doll. Finally, with incredible bravery and strength, Boswell managed to break free from the shark's grip and make it back to the surface. The boat crew grabbed her arms and tried to pull her to safety, but the shark refused to let go. In a game of tug-of-war between man and beast, the crew struggled to save Boswell's life. But it was too late. Boswell later said that she heard a sickening pop as the shark's jaws tightened around her leg, crushing bone and tearing flesh. It was a moment of heartbreak and horror that would stay with her for the rest of her life. The unimaginable horror didn't end there. Boswell desperately hoped that the popping sound she heard was just her leg dislocating, but when she looked down, her worst fear was realized. Her left leg was gone, bitten off by the monstrous great white shark. Meanwhile, a warning about a shark attack had been blared over the ship's PA system, and chaos ensued. Amidst the commotion, a crew member cleaning his pistol heard the announcement and immediately rushed to the scene. As he arrived, he saw the shark swimming towards a crew member climbing a ladder and immediately fired several rounds in an attempt to save them. Miraculously, the shark veered away and swam around the stern of the ship. But the man didn't stop there. He followed the predator, unaware that all the crew members were already out of the water. He fired 2 more shots at the shark's head, killing it. The entire situation was nothing short of a heart-stopping thriller, with Boswell's struggle for survival and the crew's heroics culminating in a dramatic showdown with the killer shark. Meanwhile, Boswell, who had been in the inflatable boat monitoring the swimmers, was hoisted onto the ship. It was then that the true extent of her injuries became apparent. Many people mistakenly believe that once a person is out of the water, they are safe. However, the reality is that survival often depends on the actions taken after the attack. The shark attack had left Boswell with severe injuries. The medical team worked tirelessly to stabilize Boswell, who had lost a substantial amount of blood and was unresponsive. As they began preparing her for medical evacuation, her fragile state caused her blood pressure to drop to an alarming level, and the medical team had to perform CPR to keep her alive. The whole situation was heart-wrenching, and Boswell's condition was precarious to say the least. But thanks to the quick thinking and dedication of the medical team and crew on the ship, Boswell slowly stabilized, and she was eventually transported to safety. The brave rescuers who risked their own lives to save Boswell were hailed as heroes and received well-deserved awards and recognition for their quick and decisive actions. Thanks to their heroic efforts, Boswell was able to receive the necessary medical treatment and was eventually flown to Seattle for further care. Heather Boswell's shark attack was a harrowing and traumatic experience that left her with life-changing injuries. However, the quick thinking and actions of the crew aboard the Discoverer and the medical team that treated her played a crucial role in saving her life. Their bravery and dedication to helping Boswell in her time of need cannot be overstated. Despite the physical and emotional scars that she undoubtedly carries, Boswell's survival and resilience are a testament to the human spirit and the power of hope in the face of adversity. Thank you for joining us as we remembered Boswell's survival and resilience. If you found this video informative and moving, we encourage you to like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. See you in the next one.